Yeah. Before the highways carved the wilderness, before the cities wore the mountains down, there was a man whose footsteps shook the frost from the trees. A giant born beneath the northern moon. A lumberjack carved out a legend. This is the song of Paul Bunyan. Yeah. Born where the pine trees kissed the endless gray, where the river sang low and the wolves held sway. A baby boy arrived with a thunderous cry, made the stars tremble in the winter sky. They said the cradle was a shipyard's frame. The wind whispered softly when they spoke his name. A child with hands like ancient stone, a heart that echoed through the forest alone. He grew where the mountains wore their snowy crowns, where the eagle flew high above the logging towns. With an axe on his shoulder, like a king with a sword, he walked through the wilderness, feared and adored. The old woodsmen gathered beneath the firelight glow, telling tales of the giant from long ago. Have you heard of the man who could split dawn in two, who could carve a valley where the wild winds blew? Oh, Paul Bunyan, son of the northern flame. The forests still whisper when they speak your name. With Babe the blue ox walking by your side, you painted the earth with a legend stride. Through the snow and the rain, through the timber and stone, you built your empire from the wilderness alone. A giant of the frontier, a shadow in the sun, the world still remembers Paul Bunyan. Babe the blue ox had a coat like the winter sea, eyes like oceans, wild and free. A creature so mighty that the rivers bent. When he walked through the valley, the earth was content. They traveled through forests where no man had been, past ancient rivers and mountains of green. Paul swung his axe with a thunderous sound, and the tallest trees fell like kings to the ground. He carved the great lakes with the drag of his blade, left footprints where the prairie winds played. The Mississippi remembers the path that he walked, the forest still breathed with the words that he talked. But every legend carries a shadow behind, the question that lingers in the back of the mind. When the giants arrive and the old forest fall, what happens to the wilderness that once held us all? Because Paul wasn't just muscle and might, he was the dream of a world burning bright. A symbol of workers with calloused hands, who carved out homes from forgotten lands. He was the roar of the saw, the crack of the tree, the lonely song of the lumber company. A hero, a myth, a ghost in the snow, a story that changes the more that we know. The forests remember every scar and every seed, every broken branch, every fallen tree. And maybe the giant who ruled the north was searching for something he could not force. Now the campfires fade and the old songs slow, but the northern winds still have tales to show. A giant silhouette beneath the moonlight glow, walking where the wild rivers flow. Some say he sleeps beneath the mountain stone, waiting for a forest to call him home. Some say his axe is buried deep, where the ancient roots and the shadows sleep. But legends don't die when the years move on, they rise like the sun at the break of dawn. Every dreamer who stands against the unknown carries a piece of that giant soul. Oh, Paul Bunyan, son of the northern flame. The forests still whisper when they speak your name. With Babe the blue ox beneath the endless sky, you chase the horizon where the wild winds fly. From the frozen rivers to the valleys below, you left your footprints where the tall trees grow. A giant of the frontier, forever young, a song in the wilderness that will never be sung enough. So when the moon hangs low over the pinewood night, and the campfire fades into amber light, listen close. You might hear an axe in the distance. You might hear a giant laughing, and somewhere beyond the mountains, Paul Bunyan is still walking.